Hello and welcome to this pre-presentation of our extended portfolio of lixtec's new radar sensors. We do this 10 days before Light and Building. For sure, each of you is very warmly welcomed to our booth at the trade show. We are located in Hall 8 with number E78. If you do need any vouchers, we have some free tickets left, so please contact me afterwards and I will send the voucher codes to you. So I think every one of you knows me. I'm Martin from lixtec. I'm responsible for sales and marketing. Um, yeah, that's coming with our radar sensors. And I will step into the agenda so that you know what you can expect from the upcoming 30 minutes. So at first, I will give you a short introduction who doesn't know so far who is lixtec and where do we come from. Next point would be why do we use radar technology and not other technologies? Also the difference between motion-based dimming and volume-based traffic volume control dimming. Um, then we have something quite new, the SLC and Solo series. We decided to split these two product lines with the upcoming trade show. Yeah, and then our portfolio, Lix Pure, Lix One. I think you know this product, Lix Plus, and the timetable we are going to, and what we expect to plan in the next few weeks for you. Yeah, Lixtec was founded in 2012 by Mr. Günther Spath. He's also owner of Metz GmbH. This is for Spath Microelectronic Design. Our headquarters is in Graz, and the mentioned company is our, so to say, mother company, and also our company when it comes to development and when it comes to defining new products. Um, then we have this reliable partner. Um, Lixtec is doing sales and project management, and we also do the, I think, market research. So we sell the product, and Metz is more or less developing our products. So just that you know, we have everything in-house, so sales and project management, as well as development. Only production is done by our partners. Yeah, the reason why Lixtec was found, I always show this picture because of this amount of light pollution that would not be necessary, especially in Europe. I think it's better in Asia and um, it's worse in America. So we are in Europe, and this is the reason why the company was founded and why we are working in this area. To step in, what the qualities of radar sensors. Radar is an active sensor, so it's not waiting that something comes to him. It sends microwaves and reacts to the reflected ones that come back to him. So it's possible to gain data when using radar sensors. Also, the detection area is quite longer than by using PIR sensors, and it's possible um, to detect objects from 0 to 120 kilometers per hour. Radar also is working independent from temperature. Maybe in Middle Europe it's not a big topic, but if you think about India or South Asia, then it can be a huge topic. Also, I think in Northern America, where it's getting warm and warm. So this should be a thing to be considered when thinking about using sensors in your smart lighting system. And also the fact that e-cars or electronic vehicles cannot or might not be detected by PIR sensors because they are not warm enough. So it's not possible to reach the temperature difference of around 4 degrees Celsius that is needed by using PIR sensors. And so also the growing number of these vehicles can be a reason for using radar sensors instead of PIR sensors. One disadvantage is that it can lead to force triggers to rain, snow, and wind. It will trigger too much, too often. This is something we try to filter out. We're working on it, but it's still a way to go. But it's also possible to differentiate or to put objects into categorizations because of the microwaves that are sent back to the sensors. With this information, it's possible to build up algorithms and to see which and to analyze which object was really there, and not only that there was one or a object, also which object. Yeah, and also speed detection is possible, but don't worry, with our sensors there's no speed trap, like you know from the police. If it comes to lighting on demand, there are two possible ways to do it. The first is the motion-based lighting control. This would mean that there's a reaction to every single object. So it's a very low level of lighting. If there's no object around, for example, 10%, we would recommend. And if there's an object detected, then the light goes up to the defined level you ever want. Yeah, this is the appropriate way to do smart lighting on pavements, cycle paths, rural roads, roundabouts, or parking spaces. And the principle behind is that one sensor is connected to its neighbors, maybe to the next one or to the next two or three devices. And yeah, so you can build up dynamic lights. But this form of light on demand is not in every case the most fitting form. Sometimes it also can be good to set lighting levels depending on the traffic. This is something we tackle with the traffic volume-based lighting control. This means that there's just one sensor on a street or on a sector, and this sensor is counting the objects that are arriving. And yes, then the sensor connects this number with the defined configuration, and so there can be set some dim levels concerning to the real traffic amount that's around. This is good for highways, for circuits, for city roads, so where there's always traffic and there's no chance that the light is dimmed down to the low dimming level, because yeah, there's too much traffic for this, but you also want to lower the lights. Yeah, there are some regulatives for this depending on the country that are need to be considered when using it. But there's just one sensor for a sector connected to its neighbor devices that can be the hubs or light controllers from your preferred light management system. And so it's also possible to spread the costs or to lower the costs, because you need just one sensor and the rest is your hubs that might be cheaper than the sensor. So come to the first really new fact for you today. It's the differentiation between SLC and Solo series. We did this because when we started, we have eSafe as our main partner, as our, I think, one and only partner. But through the years, more and more providers of light management system, they come up and they ask us if we could work together, and if there would be a chance to use the radar sensors also in their light management system. And this does not mean that our relationship to eSafe is not good anymore or something like this. It's just a fact that we spread our customers, and that we want to open the technology to each that is interested. So the SLC series means the street light control from eSafe is inside. It's integrated into the sensor device. This brings the advantage that there's only one device per light needed, because those products are type A devices from DALI standard, and this means it's sensor and also in one the controller of the lamp. The Solar series, this is a D4I ready motion detector that's compatible with any D4I light management system. Then you need two sensors because it's a type B device, so it only means this means that it's only detecting motion, and the motion must be processed with your light management system. So it's just telling you, it's just telling the system there's a number of objects, or there's one object, or there's a type of object. But what to do with it, the information is processed to the system, and the system works it out how to do with the light configuration. So if we have each sensor for each line has the same qualification, has the same functions, but the one is just with eSafe inside, and the other one is open for other different light management systems. So this would be in general our portfolio. I think the middle one, Lix1, is well known to each of you, but we we combine it, or we spread it to two more products, Lix Pure and Lix Plus. Lix Pure is a smaller sensor. It's in the camera. It's a. I will tell you later on what our ideas was with this product. And Lix Plus will mainly look the same as Lix1, but we only use here one radar sensor instead of two, with an updated angle. Yes, the Lix Pure. It's a low budget sensor for a narrow detection area. We have we need this when it comes near to intersections, but also when it comes to slow traffic where there's not the wide or the huge detection area from Lix1 needed. Also on parking spaces where it's better to have a small, narrow detection area. So the speed range is for moving objects up to 65 kilometers per hour. Detection range is a 10-meter radius between the light point, underneath the sensor, and we use here only one radar sensor with 24 gigahertz. In comparison to it, we have our proven product. We have the Lix1. As you know, it's for moving objects up to 110 kilometers per hour, with a detection area of around 20 meters for pedestrians and cyclists, cars for approximately 70 meters, and huger objects like trucks or trains, more 100 meters and more. Here we use two radar sensors that are look to the left and to the right as the lane is going, and the fields of applications are rural, rural roads, higher ranked roads, roundabouts, cycling lanes. So lanes where higher speeds are obtained. With this sensor, it's also possible to trigger by speed of objects. So you can set some speed levels that are not detected below or underneath. You can also change the sensitivity to work a little bit with the detection area, and you can also or enable one of the two sensors. So yeah, we did one sensor below Lix1, and we also introduced one sensor over Lix1. This is Lix Plus, as the name says. It has much more functions than we offer right now. It's for moving objects up to 100 kilometers per hour. The detection range is not the deciding point. It's more the width of several lanes. So it's detecting the width of the lanes, not the distance. Why do we this? Is because with this with this how to say, with these settings, it's possible to differentiate objects and to count those objects. For this, we only use one radar sensor with 24 gigahertz, and one function will be dimming up only if there's a certain object, and also retrieving more data for traffic measurements. That's what we want to do with Lix Plus. So our portfolio are in general the Lix Pure, so the low budget variant for very narrow detection area, the Lix1, the one you know, wide detection area for all triggering for fast tracks, and the Lix Plus, that's more to a sensor for qualification of the objects. So I think your next questions will be where to get, when to get, and where to get. I will start with Lix1. Today it's available for Light and Building. We will present a new pricing. So this would be also a reason to come over to our booth. And in Q2, the next batch of more than 1,000 pieces will be available. So for your orders, Q2 will be good for this. The Lix Pure, today is the first presentation. At Light and Building, it will be possible to order samples, and we will publish their first pricing of it. And in Q2, we will be ready to deliver the samples. I don't know if it will be May or June, but it will be definitely in Q2. And the Lix Plus, also today, it's the first presentation of our concept. At Light and Building, we will bring the hardware for the show. I think it will not be a evil kit that will be working. The time is too short to the show. And in Q2, we will end internal tests, and we will do the first round of give you the possibility to order samples. So the samples for the Lix Plus will be sent out in Q3. So this is, I think, more time lasting, but you will see there's much more development behind. So this is what we planned for Light and Building. As mentioned before, we have some vouchers left for your visit at our booth, and it would be great to see you there. And we're excited to widen our portfolio because we saw there are some application points that cannot be covered with our Lix1 right now. For this, we did Lix Pure, and we will do Lix Plus. Yes, so just walk around and meet you at the trade show. For all those of you who do not have my contact details here are the contact details. I will send out the presentation afterwards. And yeah, thank you for your time. See you there.